Happy Friday. Decided to do a live chat tonight to get in touch with some of you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been missing the live chats. It has been nice taking a few Fridays off with the live chats. We'll try to throw them in here and there. We're not going to have like set dates on them anymore. Just because, it's an awful lot of work being a full-time YouTuber. We do these every day. Hello, Flower Girl. What's with the eye look? Oh, in the thumbnail? I don't know. Just the mood of the moment. Hey, Salem. Finally here again. Oh. Let's see. Make sure everything's on right here. All right. Yes, guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It really does help. Been doing a little bit of research on some of the YouTube lifestyle. You guys will probably hear me start saying, give a thumbs up and stuff like that in the videos now, and to subscribe. Also, real quick, and it's not a big deal and I'm not too worried about it, but if you've noticed, I haven't been responding to as many comments, mostly because our channel is growing a lot and it's hard to get to everybody. I do read them all. I skim through as many as I can. Anything that, and I try to comment as much as I can. As we grow and get bigger, it's probably going to be more random. I'm trying to find ways to make it easier. I don't like canned responses. I feel like that's a little, unfair to you, where they just put like automatic responses in there. I feel like that's like the little automatic duck that just pushes yes. It's like, I would rather just not say anything, because if I say something over and over and over, I just feel like that's not as personal as I like to be on the channel. Hello, Erica. Coupons dude. Hello. Hey, Chris. Two Chris's. Chris Bacon. Looking slick in the thumbnail. Thank you very much. Hello, Carol Main. Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, Joyce Wilcher. Whose house am I at? I didn't recognize that one, huh? Yeah, that was my mom's place. We're back home though. I was putting it together when we were over there. We actually went to the Cincinnati Zoo today. We did a video on it, and I gotta say, it was really fun. A lot of the animals were pretty active. That video will be out Sunday though. We did do Kroger Marketplace today. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Also, in the future, if we're going to talk about like some different things going around, I may not do a separate video for that stuff. I may just kind of throw it in as we go through the grocery stores, just kind of walking around looking at things. I feel it's easier. It's really hard putting 2 videos out in a day. Sometimes I will do that, but most of the time we're just going to stick with the 8:30 in the morning videos. It's hard enough getting those together. Hello, Whitney. Hello, Bex. Hello, Marie. Tots. How are you, Tots? Tim Ferris. Hello. Hello, Jessica. Jess is on here. She's doing some things, playing some games, relaxing after a long day. She got off work a little early, and we went to the Cincinnati Zoo. Had a blast. If you've never been to the Cincinnati Zoo, it is rated #1 in the country. And I know some people will disagree with that, but as far as like animals... Like the animals, I mean, they have them all. I mean, they've got everything. Hello, Sean Penrod. Checking in from Northern Illinois. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Good evening. Cheap Laugh Kennedy, hello. PN112, hello to you. You are very welcome. Yeah, most of you guys who've been on the channel for a long time know we like to do a good mix. Maybe doing a video a week to where we break away from the stores and just go do something exciting. Maybe we'll visit a museum or leave me some ideas. I'm open to all ideas. Most of you guys have seen our Kings Island video. We love doing those videos, and it's a good breakaway. It's a good breather from a lot of the doom and gloom that's going on in the stores and everything. Thank you, Whitney. Yes, it can be tough sometimes. Happy Friday, Crown Apple Kid. Hello, Chris Stapleton. Got a lot of Chris's on here tonight. Vote the Power. Good evening to you. She's Yes, Jacqueline, she saw it. She's watching. She's just not in here right now. And again, we do have to keep up with comments in real time tonight, so if I happen to miss anything, I apologize. Just repost it. Hello, Chris. Chris Bain. Cheryl hates that about fake book. I hear you. Erica says, hi, Jess. Let's see the nails. I don't know if she's got new ones on or not. I think... do you have new ones on, Jess? She might be in and out of the chat. She's kind of busy with some things. Hello, Rick. How are you? Rick and Patrick. Hello, Roby. I know, we've been getting a lot of comments about doing a live show, and I was like, you know what, we can fit it in tonight. Probably won't be on too long, probably just an hour. But wanted to reach out to you guys. Thank you all for the great comments every day. Every day. You guys are my motivation to keep going out there and doing this every day. It's hard sometimes. It really is. You really got to kind of reach into your inner self and just go with the flow. Carol says, hi, Jess. Did we see Fiona? Yes, we did. We actually saw the whole family, which was awesome. We've never seen Fritz before. And she's talking about the hippos at the Cincinnati Zoo. They have the whole family. Tucker is the dad, he's never there. That's surprising. And BB, Fiona, and Fritz, the baby. Good day to you, Elizabeth. Jacqueline says, I just found out there's a Titanic museum in Pigeon Forge. Did you know? Thank you. And Jessica might check it out. Thank you. We already have. Yes, we've done the Titanic Museum. I had a video that we did that completely crashed. I don't know what happened, but I lost most of the footage. I wasn't even able to... You're not allowed to film on the entire first floor of that, but you are on the second. So I did, and it just completely got messed up. I don't really know what happened. I was a little disappointed. But yes, if you've never been to the Titanic Museum, and if you like the Titanic story, it's amazing. I mean, Jessica wanted to do it. I was like, okay, that's fine. I wasn't really all that into it at first, but when we went, I was like, this is really interesting. I mean, you learn a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that came from the Titanic ship, which is the stuff you're not allowed to film. That's pretty much the whole first part of the tour. And then everything else is just kind of history and stuff like that. So, you're allowed to film that stuff. Hello, Brenda. How are you? Beck says, you have been to the Cincinnati Zoo? Awesome. Yeah, it's a great zoo. Deanna says, not been to the zoo in ages. You got to go back. They got some new things coming too this year. They've got a black bear ridge called Black Bear Ridge. So they're going to have their black bears like in this real open area. They do not have the polar bears anymore. The mama polar bear had passed away a couple years ago, and I think they sent the little one off somewhere else. But they're going to have otters too, sea otters. Sea Otters Coast, as they're calling it. It's kind of in the same area, so it's nice to have that. Also, Jess makes friends with this cool bird. It's called a Kia, K-E-A. Kia bird. They are very intelligent, and that bird was smart to go up to Jess. They are good friends, and you'll get to see, we named him Fred. We don't actually know what his name is, but we named him Fred, and you'll get to see him in the video on Sunday. It is hilarious. Hello, Sarah J. from Indiana. Let's see here. Marge Bowling says, hi, Jess. Justin says, good evening, Danno and everyone. Good evening to you. Born Not to Run, hello. Did you see a polar bear? I'm convinced they don't have them anymore. They don't. They don't. As of right now, they don't. Tot says, that's all we can do, Chris. Cheap Laugh Kennedy says the Washington, D.C. Zoo isn't the same as it was back in the 60s and 70s. A lot less animals. I've heard that. Sandy Little Bear says, hi, Dan and Jess and everyone coming in from northern Missouri. Keep the price checking in for us, Danno. Will do. You know we will. Matthew Shaw says, Northwest Missouri here. Hello. Hello to you. Danita says, hello from Lake Erie. Hello from our northern neighbor. Joyce says, you thrill seeker, you. Yes. Yes, we are definitely some thrill seekers. No doubt. Of course, I don't know if going to the zoo is that thrilling, but it's a lot of fun. And it's cheap. It is cheap entertainment. We got our passes. It was $100 for both of us all year. That includes, and the zoo's open all year long. So, and that's 20% off of food items, which you can bring your own food, and 20% off of non-alcoholic drinks, and 10% off of merchandise. So, and free parking. So, I mean, it pretty much works itself out in just a couple visits. And I think general admission now is like $16 for one day, which that ain't too bad. It might be a little more. I'm not sure. March says, rain and fog here. Yeah, it's been raining off and on. It actually starts pouring down rain when we were at the zoo there. Greetings to you, Swamp Outdoors. Barb from Seneca, Illinois. Hello to you. Cynthia Green says hello. Jacqueline says, Dan, the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge. Yes, the one in Pigeon Forge. There is one in Missouri, I think. There's another one. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Yeah, this is the one I got in... got this in Pigeon Forge at the island at the Patriot, the Peddler, Patriot Peddler. I don't know. Really cool store, very patriotic, and I love it. And we did get to see the bald eagles at the zoo today. That was really cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jess. I thought she did. She took her nails off. Sean says that's a lot from Northern Illinois. Becky Stone says hello, Dan and Jess. Chris says I have noticed that Meijer is making more of its own products like Frederick's Campari tomatoes and now also popcorn to possibly replace Jolly Time popcorn. I have noticed Frederick's has been making more stuff too. I only hope that the prices, I think this may be a move by Meijer to help keep other prices down. Frederick's might not be the cheapest, and it may not come out as the cheapest. But this could be something that they're doing to offer another product to help the cost of other products go down. They're going to have to make some move in the future because Meijer is getting a little overrun with all of these other stores. Kroger's buying out everything, it seems like. But Meijer has had some really good deals lately, too. Kevin says, how about a Reds game? Name the prices for food, beer, parking, etc. I have no idea. It's at least $20 to park. If you park anywhere near the stadium. The Reds haven't been doing good, so it's probably pretty cheap for tickets. Food, yeah, it's going to be expensive. Beer, I have no idea. Probably $10 a beer. It's probably ridiculous. Always Lion says Reds game does sound fun. I would love to go to a Reds game. I haven't been in a couple years. Hello, Margin. Good evening to you. Crystal says hello from Pigeon Forge. All right. Yes, down there in the fun. Did you see any of the rod run last week? Boy, I'm glad I would love to stay for the rod run, which we've been down there before during that, but I would not like the traffic. Like, if you're going to the rod run, I would recommend just parking somewhere and walking because you're going to be in traffic for hours. Brenda says, yeah, the Titanic Museum, my youngest told me about it. It's fun. It's a neat place. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Jess. Hi, Danno, Jess, and all. Carol says, just found out there's a whiskey testing not far from where you live. Not around here, I don't think. Pigeon Forge, they have them all over the place. Brenda says, I'm good, Dan, thanks. It's been a blessed day. That's awesome. Jessica says, why not tell them the entire video? I know. Well, got to hype it up a little bit. I had to mention that you got a new friend there. That way, in case the first part of the video bores anybody, you know there's some exciting things to come. Nancy says, hi, Danno and Jess and everyone. Hello, Nancy. Cheryl laughing at Jess. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't give stuff away. I'm bad at that. Margin says, does the zoo there do holiday lights? One of the best in the country. It is the Festival of Lights. They topped it. They topped it last year. It was the largest at 4 million lights, and now they topped it at over 5 million lights. I mean, it is insane. And it is awesome. I mean, I love it. Happy Friday, Ohio Farm Girl. Margin says the San Diego Zoo is really cool. Also, yes, that is one that we always get comments. I've never been to San Diego Zoo, but I would love to go. Crown Apple Kid, Southwest Ohio. Hello, Danita. Happy Friday to you. Always Lion says, zoo sounds nice. I'd like that. Yeah, you got to go. If you've never been, you got to check out Cincinnati Zoo. Make sure you get there very early so that all the animals are out and you can see them active. Usually about 1 or 2 to, I'd say if it's a hot day, 2 to 4 o'clock, they're going to be asleep. I mean, if it's 70, 80 degrees and it's hot out, they're going to be in the shade asleep, especially the lions and the tigers and stuff like that. But if you get there early, I believe the zoo, some days they'll open at 9, some days it's like 10. But if you get there really early, it's hard to get through the zoo in one day. It's a huge place. It doesn't look that big on a map, but I'll tell you what, it intertwines and goes in and out of places and everything. You can make it would take 2, maybe 3 days to see everything. I'd say 2.5. Let's see. Linda, hello to you. John says, good evening, Danno. Good evening to you. Cynthia Green, hello to you. Checked out the dollar section at Dollar General. Got some better deals than at Dollar Tree. Yes, there are actually still things for $1 at Dollar General. Most of the same products that Dollar Tree has. Judy says, I never think to shop at Target. Thank you for reminding me to do so. Great video. Whole reason we go to Target to do these videos is because it is another option. We've got shortages coming, guys. We have shortages coming. It's happening. A lot of it's already here. We've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of different people, a lot of our viewers from Pennsylvania. Don't know if any of you are on tonight. And some from Arizona, Alabama, Louisiana, of all places. I got some emails of somebody sent me some emails of their Walmart, and it just looks wiped out. You almost think that this store is going to close. We've gotten a couple emails from Texas. One of our longtime viewers from Texas sent me a couple emails of rice just gone. So, I've been talking about that a lot in the previous videos. So if you stock up on these kind of things, you definitely want to get some while it's available. But that's why we go to Target. That's why we go to these other places. So if you can't find it somewhere else, there you go. That's another option. Okay, I gotta kind of skip down a little bit again. If I miss anything, guys, I apologize. A lot of people on tonight. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button if you're appreciating everything going on. And we really appreciate it. It does help out, help spread the word. Share our videos to your social media. So we can help your neighbors. So some more people will catch on and maybe we'll be able to help them save some money as well. We have people come up to us all the time in the grocery stores telling us that they're telling their aunts and uncles and sisters and brothers, and it's like, it's awesome. It's awesome that we're able to reach so many people by doing this. Robin Tyndall, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Love your channel from Bloomington, Indiana. Well, you're not too far. Well, thank you, Robin. Really appreciate that. I'm assuming you're a Hoosier fan. Hello, Andrea Stump. Let's see here. Hello, Victoria. How are you? Marge got her 20 pounds of rice today. Tanette, hi all. I have been in and out, but I'll be around. I never miss Adventures with Danno. I sent far too long of a comment today. I'll have to check it out, Tanette. Again, like in case you guys are just joining, I have been having, trouble getting to all the comments. I try to get to as many as possible. We get a lot these days. And even though I may not comment on a lot of them, I still try to give a like. Basically letting you know that I've read your comment. But if I was to reply to everything these days, it's like I'd spend 4 or 5 hours. I mean, I'm not kidding. We get a ton of comments, and I appreciate that. I do. I mean, everybody helping everybody on the channel here. That was the one thing that we wanted when we first started going this direction on our channel here. We wanted people to help other people in states that you are in. We have people that follow all the comments, and then, if you find someone that's in your area or in your state, because when this really helped was a little over a year ago. I know it wasn't everywhere, but we had empty shelves all over the place. I mean, stores were getting wiped out. Main staples were wiped out. And, while I have you guys here, remember, and you can go back in our videos. That's another nice thing about what we're doing on here. We are documenting history, right? So we can go back and we can see what it was a year ago. We can see, like, I've gone back just to kind of like look and see what things were like, and it's like seeing what they were a year ago and seeing what they are now is like night and day. It's like, I wish we were at the prices we were last year. But the things like what we were talking about with the beans and the rice and stuff like that, around that same time, and it's happened twice. Once about 6 or 7 months ago, we didn't notice anything, but we were getting comments from all over the world, not just the country, all around the world. And we noticed during that time, we were noticing a lot of shortages on sugar, some shortages on flour. But sugar was a big one, But I'm not saying that's going to be like that right now, but we do start to see trends as we go along. Okay, let's see. 112 says it's a sneak preview. Yes, everybody joining the live show gets a little preview of what's to come. Tomorrow's video at Kroger Marketplace it's crazy prices, again, obviously. But it's fun. I try to make it a little more enjoyable, not so drastic. Yes, Carol from Scotland. Yes. Kevin Foley says $45.95 per adult at the Tampa, Florida Zoo. Forget that. I would never spend that much money to go into a zoo. Not for one day. How much is a pass? Probably like $60. Some places do that. They'll charge you an outrageous amount of money. Like Kings Island. Kings Island is like $85 a day now, right? You can always find discounts to go into Kings Island, though. But a pass is like $100. It's like $110 a person. So, like even if you're out of town, if you're going for 2 days, get a pass so you get all the discounts. And you get free parking. Janet Dwyer says, hello from Rhode Island. Hello to you. Jacqueline says, Carol, I agree. We all love Jessica. Yes, we do. Andrea says, thank you for the Ollie's video. I went today and found some treasures, including a large bag of rice. Took your advice. Awesome. Yeah, we can always find some hidden gems at Ollie's. I love Ollie's. Sometimes I may not come across like that in the videos because it's hard doing a video at Ollie's. It's hard doing a video at places like Big Lots and Ollie's because it's like things are just scattered everywhere. You really have to go into a store like that, like with no plan at all. You thought I was going to say a plan, didn't you? No. I probably wanted to, but you can't have a plan, and that's the problem, is that I go in there trying to have a plan, and you really can't have one, because what you saw in one place the last time you were there is gone. It's completely gone. Well, thank you, Margin. Thank you very much for the super chat. Why do you think we still have a shortage for? Multitudes of reasons. Multitudes of reasons. We've been seeing gas prices go up, but the one thing I don't get is we've been seeing diesel prices go down. I saw diesel for $4.09 a gallon. It had been at $4.59 a gallon when our gas prices were near $3. I don't know. I'm sure that's going to go up here soon too, but I don't know. There's lots of little things and little reasons of why all the prices keep going up. Greed being probably number one. I mean, let's look at it for what it is. People taking advantage. I have no doubt in my mind that that's part of it. Do I think that people are doing things to help curb that? Yes. So, I mean, I don't. It's hard. That's a tough question. People ask me that all the time, and I usually leave that one alone, but it's hard. There's it's many different reasons. Brenda says, my autistic son has made trivia questions regarding the Titanic. All right. I'm sure some people will know the answers. I might know a few of them. Jack dies at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. Jack. Pam Hopkins says, my Kroger just had health violations and had to close bakery and deli, not shopping there anymore. I mean, that could be anything, though. Things happen. I have learned over the last probably few years that I've been doing this. I've learned with you guys, really. I mean, I've learned so many different things, like with recalls, what happens. Now, I've seen more recalls in the last year, and you guys too, probably, than I've seen my entire life. Do I think something's going on? Maybe. I don't know. I could pin it on anything. That's the thing. When you have so many different things that you can blame, which one is for real? You can't believe the real news. You can't believe the mainstream media. That's what the whole thing, like even when I was talking about the rice, I talk about the rice situation today, and I keep saying, well, we've heard it on the mainstream media. I haven't just heard it on mainstream media. I've seen it on other channels, different reports, different things like that. That's why I'm kind of, really pushing it out there. But if I was just listening to it on the TV, then I wouldn't even talk about it in a video. Somebody left a comment about that. Oh, you can't believe mainstream media. I don't. But when it becomes a big thing, not just on the media, but you're seeing it for yourself. I'm getting emails from people showing me completely empty shelves of it. So, and all around the world too. There's a long-time viewer, and I don't mention names. I will never mention names just because I don't know if you want me to say your name or not. But we've had some people across the world should give us some pictures too, and some of it's pretty ugly looking. That's why I pointed out, like, this happened before. Don't get stuck where it happens to you again. Yes, Pam, go Hoosiers. I like the Hoosiers. I've always been a Hoosier fan. Sheila says, me too. I love that you do these videos for a point of reference as to how much has changed so quickly. Thank you. And, it's, and sometimes it hurts to say thank you for something like that, because it's like, I always hate being the bearer of bad news, right? But at the same time, I just try to think to myself, well, you're helping people. In some way or another, you're helping somebody save money, and if I can just keep that going in my brain, then the train will keep rolling. Sandy Crabtree says, hello, Jessica. Carol Main says, give Danno and Jessica a thumbs up. Yes. Yes, thank you. Give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. As we do that across the live show, it does help spread the live show out further, too. So if we get a bunch of thumbs up, it will help reach more people across the world. And it's always nice getting as many people and new voices on here to where we hear different things going on in different places. Notice we've been getting a lot of viewers from California lately, which I think is kind of interesting because when we first started the channel here, that was the one thing that I always thought it was weird that we never got any viewers from New York or California, East or West Coast. And I don't know why, and maybe there are a few, but now we're starting to get more and more. We were getting a lot of viewers from New York last year. Last year we were getting a lot of upstate New York and New York City, and now we're starting to get a lot of Southern California, a lot of people out in California, so it's good to see things out there. Usually their comments are, I wish for your prices in Ohio, ours are ridiculous. But the fact is that we're reaching people in places that we've never reached before, for whatever reason. You know, and it's good to know these things of different prices everywhere. And I do jot little notes down sometimes of things, you know, like I may pick certain things just as a trend, you know, produce being a big one because, you know, we've heard of the flooding in California, you know, is that going to affect our prices here? Is it affecting different things? Because we get a lot of produce from California. We don't get as much from Florida as you might think. A lot of it comes from California. So if our orange prices go through the roof, a store like Kroger may actually change up where they're getting, you know, we see Aldi do this. We see Aldi change up to keep the prices lower. They'll order from someone else. That's why when we see a new contract deal with something, you know, we may actually see a different brand for a while, unless it's some of their own brands like Happy Harvest and stuff like that. But those aren't produce. Those are canned goods. I don't really know where I was going with that, other than they try to keep the cheapest prices possible. Someone who works for Aldi's actually told me the part of the reason why they were putting in self-checkouts is to keep prices lower. And I thought to myself, I was like, did your manager tell you that? Like, I don't see how that would help keep prices lower. But what they're doing now, no employees have been lost at Aldi. They're doing the shopper thing. They're doing the in-store shopping for people where you drive up, kind of the, you know, like the Kroger click list, kind of like that. So I've been seeing a lot of people who normally would work registers doing that. And I guess they're getting that more and more. I've been seeing a lot more cars in those spots when I go to Aldi these days. So that could be the real reason. But, you know. Pinch Runner, hello. Hello, Chris Bacon, again. Hewn Rock says, although higher since 2020, Sam's Club seems to be leading in beef prices compared to Costco, Kroger, Target. Only sacrifice is to choose between late bill paying and grocery bill. Oh, you mean by going in there and spending a lot buying in bulk? I don't really know. I don't know. Costco's got... I actually think Costco may have the hand over Sam's Club as far as meat sales. That's all going to hit the fan, guys. And it's you find a sale on steak, hamburger, buy it up and freeze it. If you have a freezer, a deep freezer, or just extra room, meat prices are going to go up. They're not coming down. I'll tell you that right now. And we're seeing that when we see prices level off, right? I call it flatlining, okay? Because that's really what it is. We're seeing regular prices of steak at levels we've never seen before. We're seeing cheap ribeyes that you would normally set to the side and maybe use for like a soup if you were a farmer, and they're $14.99 a pound has been the regular price everywhere. And when we see that everywhere, we're going to see other places like Kroger take it up a notch. Even the sale prices are getting ridiculous. We're not going to see, maybe at Meijer, we might see the $7.99 deal, but as we saw at Meijer this last trip, it was $9.99. So the sale price was up even $2 more than that. It's going to start skyrocketing, and there's no easy way to say that. I see prices getting pretty ridiculous around June. I have a feeling that the start of summer, we're going to see snacky type things like chips go up again. We're going to see meat go up. We're going to see the price of rice and dry beans, simple things. Sugar's going to go back up. That ain't going to last. That ain't going to last. And you know how I know that? Because Kroger and Meijer are the only places that I've seen that have sugar for $2.19. That's the cheapest I've seen. Walmart has not lowered their price. Aldi has not lowered their price. So when Kroger and Meijer go back up to $3, well, then Walmart and Aldi will look good again. But they know what's going to happen. They know. Kroger will take a hit on something, right? They'll take a hit. Yeah, have you noticed in these videos that I'm doing that they're never low on sugar anymore? There's something to that. I'm not 100% yet, but yeah, we won't see a shortage of sugar, but we're definitely going to see it go up in price again. Okay. Brandon Graham, sorry, I know I missed some comments, but guys, I really do have to try and keep up to watch out for these spammers and stuff like that, because it's another reason why it's hard to do live shows. Even after the live show, we'll get a bunch of stuff that I have to kind of wean out and get rid of. Cool Cat says, yeah, okay. Charlie Cat says, hello again from Kingston, New York. Hello to you, Charlie. Local Cool Kid. Okay. Will Jewell says, you live on the TV here in Detroit. Shouts out, neighbor. All right. Well, I'm glad you enjoy. Sheila says, you have empowered me to watch out and check prices and have confidence that it's worth waiting to get a decent and as possible price, thinking outside the box. Yes. I'm glad people like you understand that, Sheila, because, I think a lot of things. I did notice some things today at Kroger Marketplace that I haven't seen. I actually ran into someone that knew me from the channel, and I noticed in their cart. I never said anything. If you're watching, hello, it was nice meeting you. She had cremette. She had a bunch of the cremette pasta, a bunch of the things that were on the 99-cent deal, and she had said that she had been waiting for these kind of deals. She said that she was happy for the Campbell soups that are 99 cents and the cremette pasta. I mean, she had probably half a cart of this stuff. Why not? It's fallen off the shelves. I mean, there's so much. Don't worry. I know people say don't buy it up. You're going to ruin it for the next person. Well, if they're selling it for 99 cents, that means that they've got dumpsters full of it that they're going to have to get rid of. Chances are the date. I mean, you can check the date. You might want to. Because, yeah, when they're getting rid of it like that. I mean, they've got an overabundance of it. Let's take advantage of it. Cheap Life Kennedy says, I'm 64 and probably spent 20 of those years in traffic. Yeah, I hear you. Hello, Pinch. Joy says, we are getting self-checkout in May at Aldi, was told today. It's going everywhere. All over the country. All over the world. We've gotten some comments in some different countries where they've already got self-checkouts. Judy Wilson says, has there been any Walmarts closed near me? No. Well, there was one closed north of us about a year ago. So yeah, one did close. And there's one, I believe, there's a few closing, not around me, but I know around the country. Cheryl says, here in Illinois at Aldi, we already have self-checkout. Deanna says, I live in the same area as Danno. All right. Will Jewell says, choice cuts, no prime. Well, yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that Sam's Club dropped their price on their choice cuts, and really that's the only one that I see that's worth it anymore, at least of the places that we shop at, or Costco, but we don't get to Costco as much. Choice cuts are now $12.98 a pound at Sam's Club, which is better than $14.98 a pound, but they were $10.98 a pound 2 months ago. So I don't know. Brenda says, "Yay, MP Day tomorrow." Marketplace, yes. Gene says, "Chips are already outrageous." They are. They are. And you know, and these kind of things, the only reason why I mentioned that is because somebody else was talking about it. Because we've been seeing a lot of sales on chips and cookies and stuff like that lately. That stuff will start to go away kind of in around the summertime. That'll start to get pretty expensive again, or less and less sales. Guys, we're seeing sale prices for what the regular prices were as little as a month ago. I mean, it's getting crazy. This is why I always talk about the regular prices. And I sound like a broken record, I know, but you know, when we pay attention to the regular prices, we know how much we're saving from the time before of the sales that we paid for, right? So it's like if I paid, if Pike's Place coffee's $10.99, well, on a digital coupon the last time I got it, it was $6.99. It's just an example, okay? Well, now it's $7.99. Okay, regular price is the same, but the sale went up. So when we see the regular price stay the same and we see the sale prices start to go up, that kind of tells me that that's opening up another door for them to raise the prices again. That's why I'm saying all this about the meat and all this stuff, because that's kind of how that's working. We took a 5-pound bag, a 5-pound tube of meat from Kroger, hamburger, right? That was $15 last week on sale, which is $17.50 on sale this week. It went from $3 a pound to $3.49 a pound on the sale. How much will you pay for 5 pounds of Kroger 73% lean? So you're getting a lot of fat in the tube. So it's the cheapest way they could possibly do it. You know, I mean, and that's the sale now. We'll probably never see the other sale. They show you that from time to time. Remember, or like over the last few weeks, we were even seeing the 80/20 hamburger for $8.97 for the 3-pound tubes. It's $2.99. Now we're seeing the garbage meat for $17.50, $3.49 a pound for stuff that I'm not gonna buy. I'll spend the extra couple dollars to get a better quality somewhere else, because I don't buy hamburger at Kroger anymore. If we don't get it at Sam's Club or Costco, we get it at Meijer. And I'm sorry, but I will spend a little bit extra to get Meijer hamburger. The last few times we've gotten Kroger hamburger, it's just, I don't know. We won't buy it in the tube, but if you don't buy it in the tube at Kroger, you're going to spend a fortune. And that those prices change every couple days, depending on who packed it and sent it, because they don't do that at Kroger no more. They don't have butchers that are grounding the meat in the back like they used to. They do at Meijer. Let's see. Pinch says, "We have Aldi self-checkout in one of our local store, but not the others." 112 says, "I have to wonder if the stores are going to self-checkout to get rid of the use of cash." I don't know. It could be part of the great plan. Joyce Welcher says, "AI on the way." Well, you guys watch a lot of the same channels I do, I guess. It is. It is. It really is. Could be good. Could be really bad. Has anybody seen Terminator? Yeah, I know how well Skynet worked. Kind of ruined everything. Pinch says, "We just got a new BJ's Wholesale Club in Davenport, Florida. I haven't been or joined yet because it doesn't seem cheaper, and they don't seem to have large sizes for bulk purchases." I've never been to BJ's Wholesale. There is one in Kentucky that I plan to get to at some point to check it out. Yeah, I don't know much about them other than what you guys have all told me. Vicky Matson says, "We don't have Sam's, Aldi, or the other varieties of stores in Canada. Walmart, Costco, Superstore, and No Frills. definitely limited in Canada. Isn't No Frills? No Frills. Isn't that owned by Kroger, I believe? I think Kroger bought them out like 3 or 4 years ago. Carol says, Danno, have you and Jessica got any plans for the weekend? We got some birthdays this weekend. Birthday parties we got to go to. Not our birthdays, but family birthdays. Andrea says, why is cereal so expensive? My kiddos only eat Kicks or Chex, and everywhere I go, it's over $5 a box. Absurd. I just don't understand it. Well, Andrea, I don't either. It's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Go to Aldi. If you have Aldi, go to Aldi. Their cereal, every kind of cereal they've had that we've tried, I've liked. That's all I eat is their Raisin Bran. It's delicious. Way better than Kellogg's. The taste of Kellogg's, I had noticed when I had bought a box, because I remember it was a digital coupon. I showed you guys I bought that box of Kellogg's, and it just did not taste right. It kind of had like a cardboardy taste. And I'm like, forget this. I ate it all, I got rid of it. But yeah, and it was very few raisins. And I'm like, for cereal that is now $5.29 a box, it shouldn't taste that bad. And one of these days, I'm going to do a video on what I've been thinking about some of the food around here. Okay, and we may actually talk about that here in a minute, because it's something that's really been kind of upsetting lately. We don't eat a lot of fast food, but we've had some fast food over the last couple weeks. A couple different things where it's like, this food just does not taste right. And maybe it's because we've been trying to eat healthier, and now when you eat something that's basically garbage, maybe it just tastes worse. I don't know, but Your Life Matters says, I agree, cereal is so high, Andrea. Debbie DeMuth says, would love a cooking video. Yeah, we gotta get on one of those. I've been really busy lately. Bubble Bobble says, stores will go self-checkout before they get rid of cash. Robots are also now checking and restocking inventory. Pedge says, Winn-Dixie has now started that digital coupons. I just joined for the prices. Didn't put my info and get points. So you get no points, but you get the discounts. Well, yeah, I hear you. Tanette says, they took our Winn-Dixie many years ago. I miss it. Martin says, I don't mind self-checkout, but sometimes I need help with checking out. I hear you. Joyce Welcher says, when you gonna open the air fryer, Danno? Oh, yeah, when we get a time. I will say we have used the cast iron skillet, and I made the best steaks I've ever made in my life. We have become cast iron lovers. It is fantastic. Absolutely great. Thank you to all who were pushing us to get some cast iron. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't know why we haven't in the past. We're trying to get out of here at some point. We're trying to work on different things to try and get some more room, get a bigger place. And that's why we ultimately haven't done the air fryer yet. We just do not have the space, even packing things in a different area. We had gotten a storage unit just so that we can move things around. Once we get stuff moved around, we're going to be able to do more of that stuff. But yeah, excited for it. Who knows when it'll happen. Here someday. And that's another thing too. I'm going to be honest with you. Doing this stuff every day, I don't have a lot of time for stuff. And, Jess works all day too. And it's really hard, getting to do extra things or new things. Hey, Dan, the Mountain Man. What's up, buddy? Well, you must be working. Thanks for joining in, man. Oh, let's see. Joe DeVoe says, do you know where Amelia is? Yes, I do. The East Side. Always Lion says, I just bring Aldi bags to Walmart at self-checkout. Sure, why not? Hello, Amanda Hood. Says hello to Dan and Jess. Oh, I just noticed this thing is... I might have to plug this in here in a minute. Hune Rock says, will you visit any mom and pop butcher shops in Ohio? I've explained reasons why I don't, but I may do some of that in the future. The reasons why I don't is because a lot of the prices have gotten overly crazy. Like, I don't want to hurt some of the businesses around here by putting videos out like why and it wouldn't even be me saying bad things like look at this awesome ribeye for $22.99 a pound or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hurt the businesses. I know I won't, because the reason why these mom and pop stores are staying around, why they're still here, because they have loyal customers. They have customers that will go to them all the time. We have some like that too, and that's why I don't want to do it, because I don't want to, put something out there, even if my intentions are good. It will look bad. It will look bad no matter what I do. I can't polish up a canned good for $5, or a microwave meal for $6. You know what I mean? That's why I don't do it. Pinch Runner says, cardboard equals added cricket protein. Oh, Marge says, they like Aldi cereal. Yeah, I've never had any problem with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most stuff that I've ever had from Aldi, there's been a couple things, but most stuff I've ever had, I've always liked. I really love that artisano bread. That bread is really good. It's fairly cheap. I mean, cheap compared to those kind of breads at other stores. Not a big fan of their regular bread, but their bagels are really good, and ultimately, yes, their prices have been going up too, but still way cheaper than anywhere else. See, Jeanette says, we've got a lot of cereal overstocks at Walmart, especially Chex. Yeah, I wonder why Chex has been hard to sell lately. I've noticed a lot of sales on Chex too. We always see Chex on the digital coupons at Kroger for like $1.99, and they'll still have mountains of them. I never see them getting bought up. That might be something that has changed ingredients. Maybe people aren't getting it because of that. Carol says, do you have any on? I must have missed something. Whitney says, I went out to a Mexican restaurant I haven't been to in years. The price of what I ordered went up $3, and the tacos looked like it was from a kid's menu. I get stories and comments like this all the time with food and stuff, and they'll say, well, we have to do that to keep the price down. I don't know what I would rather have. Do you want what you used to love, right? For a little bit more? But if that's what we're starting to see now, and that's kind of where the greed is. Okay, it's like you raise the price $3 so that I can have the meal that I loved coming here to have. But you made it like street tacos. I see what you're saying, and it's like, it's terrible. It's like you raised the price to keep me coming. Now I've come again. The price is the same, but you've took half of what it was out. Like, forget it. Like, at that point, guys, you just have to think, okay, you know what? I'm going to try and make this myself. And you'll love it. Because, one, you're saving a fortune. And two, you'll have a bunch of leftovers. I love leftovers. Send them my way. I'll take care of it. Thank you, Carol. Thank you very much. Margin says, Costco doesn't give you cash back anymore. I never knew they did. I've never done cash back or anything like that, so. Yes, Linda, cast iron rocks. I can't remember if we did a video. I don't think we did a video on that in Pigeon Forge. I think we talked about it, but we went to the lodge. They were having a 30% off everything. It was a moving sale, and they were literally just moving to the next complex. I don't know. Cast iron's heavy. Maybe they didn't want to move it. But yeah, we got some good deals. We got the corn cast iron thing where they're like little engravings of corns. So you make your cornbread and they look like corn on the cobs. Haven't done that one yet, but we're excited to try it here soon. Pinch says, Winn-Dixie has great meat. Winn-Dixie, Publix, and Save-A-Lot still have butchers on the premises. Save-A-Lot does? That's interesting. I wouldn't think Winn-Dixie does either, but yeah, that's cool. Tanette, well, you live in Florida too. I mean, I don't know if that makes much of a difference. Tanette says, those thinking self-checkouts tell me that I need help almost every time, and I love it trying to check out. Yeah. 112 says, cast iron rocks. Absolutely. We've been loving ours. Margin says, everyone in Kentucky knows how to use cast iron. Heck yeah. Ashley Pope, hello. It's sad because Albertsons already changed a lot like Kroger. With the buyout, Albertsons used to have better deals. Not so much now, same sales and small coupons. Now, okay, I hear you, but Albertsons could be trying to make as much money on their way out, too, because Kroger doesn't. I don't know if Kroger is getting the money for this stuff yet, because the deal that is finalized is not signed. They're not getting the money yet. Like, Albertsons is still running the show, as far as I know. But I said this months ago. I said this could happen anytime. This may not take the 3 years that everybody was being told. I said that. I was like, this could happen overnight. And, Kroger could go in there and, you may not hear of it, right? All you hear is the initial Kroger bought this place. But they got to go through these meetings and do this and do that and do this. Let me tell you something. If they can pay a baseball player $100 million overnight without anybody knowing about it, you're like, oh, we just got a new ball player, then they can do this, right? So it wouldn't surprise me at all, right, if that is the reason. But I do know that a lot of these stores, like Walmart, okay, take Walmart. There's been Walmart's closing. They won't lower their price at all. There will be no sales. There will be nothing. They would rather just get rid of it all right at the end than to give a deal. For one, they don't want the kind of traffic that's going to bring in. You know what I mean? Like if you say, well, everything's on sale, like then it's going to be a nightmare. People are going to walk out the door. They're going to be like, well, I'm getting fired anyway. Might as well leave. That's why they do that stuff. It's not because they don't want to make money or get rid of stuff. It's because of all the things that would happen if they did something like that. Linda Farrow says, I'm loving it. Oh no, I guess I read that and I kind of made it sound like McDonald's. Is that what you were talking about? Pinch Runner says, I bought all my bread makers for $5 each at garage sales. JL, hello. My parrot loves Chex and Aldi bran flakes for breakfast. 112 says, leftovers beat out crickets every day. Marge Bowling says, I usually make my own bread, but packing stuff up to move. Okay. Well, good luck on the move. Okay, so you're moving. Yes, like moving your home. Sorry. I am exhausted, guys. I've been up since like 4 this morning. What time is it? 8:28. Okay, I told Jess we were going to be on about an hour. Well, but she knows that that's impossible. We're going to go maybe another 10, maybe 15 minutes. So just to let you guys know. But it has been fun. It has been great seeing all you guys on here. I have missed doing the live shows. I will try to add them in as we go along. I don't know if it'll be on Friday, but if it is, I will let you guys know ahead of time, kind of like I did tonight, where we'll give you an hour or two notice when it's about to happen. But I know Friday is probably the easiest day for everybody. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out in the future, but it's been fun tonight. It's been a lot of fun chatting with all you guys. Dorothy says, hi, Danno. I bought the blueberry preserves from Aldi. Recommended. Was great and a great price. I am nearly done with that jar. I love that stuff. That is so good. For $2.65, it's so good. Like, it's natural. It tastes natural. It tastes real. I've been putting it on toast. I've been eating it on, whatever. It's great on everything. And I love blueberries. And it really brings out that blueberry taste. Really love it. Really good. Oh, look, Jess is back. She's awake. Let's see. Faye says, I bought some Thomas English muffins recently, and you could seriously read the newspaper through them. Ooh. Yeah, guys, I don't know. And we get comments on this stuff all the time. Just food products that aren't the same, people cutting corners. We know ingredients change. We know that. People leave comments on that all the time. I'll leave a comment sometimes, as long as people are being nice. Sometimes people get pretty raw and it's like, maybe I should just stay away from that. Or something where I see where many people have commented, I just kind of just let it roll. Oh, yeah, another thing, too. Somebody put on here the other day, they were saying, oh, Danno erases comments if he doesn't like them. That is not true at all. That is not true. I do have moderators that are not on the channel, not in here, right? That do overlook some of our videos. So if there's something going on, and I happen to miss it, usually one of our friends, moderators, will pick it up. And it does get held for review. Now, anytime that anyone has ever been held for review is when there's been multiple cuss words, which I have said 1,000 times. Please do not cuss in the comments. I know it's frustrating. It is. But if you need to drop the S word or even the big F-bomb, do like stars and, signs. We know what you're trying to say. Just put F first and then put asterisks and, stuff like that. Because if you put the cuss words in there, I mean, I'm not going to leave anything on here that can hurt the channel in any way. But we got families that watch our channel, kids. We do other things on this channel too. We do Kings Island, we do the zoo, we do Disney when we're down there, we do Florida stuff, we do Universal. We have other viewers for other different things that we do on this channel. So, got to keep the cuss words off. I understand, like arguing, good, healthy arguing, and I don't take comments down. Sometimes YouTube will take your comment down. That is not me at all. If there is something that is vulgar or sexually explicit, which we've seen comments like that before, and then they would just disappear, that is YouTube taking them down, which is nice because I don't have to worry about that. I've noticed that YouTube has been taking down a lot of the robocall stuff, the WhatsApp stuff. Listen here, I will never give my phone number on the channel, ever. Like, and not in a bad way, I'm just saying, like, I will never ask you to call me. There are robot things or spammers or, that will take profile pictures from different YouTubers and they will put that on their thing. Like, it's happened on the channel before. They'll not to do that. We have gotten comments on that before. Is this you? Of course it's not me. I'm not going to leave my phone number here on the biggest social media platform on earth. They have to know my number for tax reasons, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, no, I wanted to bring that up. I am not erasing people's comments, even if it's arguing and stuff like that. I do not erase people's comments. If you're lashing out at someone and you're getting very rude, it depends on how it is. If you're saying bad words to somebody, if you're arguing and fighting and stuff like that, that's different. And I've messaged people before, private messaged, to let you know to either calm down or it's over. At that point, it's out of my hands. It's like we try to keep it as friendly as possible. Okay. I see Jess is on here all over the place. What's going on? Okay. Ask says, are you in Cincinnati? Yes, we are. Knox Runner says, when is your next trip to Tennessee? I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe sometime over the summer, I hope. Ashley says, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, about what yeah. Tommy says, Tommy Creamer, hello. I tried canned chicken with shells and cheese with broccoli, but could have used a little more broccoli. Actually sounds pretty good. Okay. Jess is laughing. Oh, that's funny, Pinch. Joyce says, hold on, Jess. Hi, Canary. Hello, Danno, Pennsylvania. A grocery employee was caught putting needles into items sold to customers. Wow. Sorry. Had that La Rosa's pizza for lunch at the zoo. A little bit of heartburn. That's terrible. That is terrible. Chai Chai says, I went to Kroger's today. I've been probably 10 days to 2 weeks. Haven't been 10 days to 2 weeks since I was there last. I've been using self-checkout forever. Now, ever since you warned us about the prices not bringing up right. Yes, that is true. And I was talking about this with my mom the other day about why self-checkout is good, especially at Kroger. Because at the end, that is the only time you will see when these sales and deals come off of your list. And it's hard to see the register with the cashier. And it goes, and it's like you have all these sales, and it's like you don't want to hold up the line behind you, but, and he'll have to go through every one, like, well, you saved on this, you saved on this. When I'm at the self-checkout, I can look at it all, and I don't feel bad that I'm holding up a huge line behind me. And, oh, well, that's their own fault, I guess. Hold up the line. I mean, I almost think that that's what they want you to do, so that more people will want to use the self-checkout. They push it every way they can. JL says mine. Okay, talking to... That's crazy, Pinch. Well, that ain't good, Carol. Jessica saying hi to Tanette. She says, sorry I was gaming, but I was listening. Patty made blueberry jam. That sounds good. Jess says, hi, Tots. Alright, guys, I'm reading through the comments here, but I'm just trying to get to the end here. We're going to have to wrap it up here now. Got a couple things got to do. I still got to finish the video for you guys for tomorrow. Pretty much done, but I got to add all the little fine details. Jeffrey, I don't know if you're talking about someone else. I've never been to BJ's Wholesale, but definitely plan on going sometime. Robin says, you and Jess are good people. Thank you, Robin. Pinch says, I picked blueberries in the 100-degree Florida heat. There was a slight breeze every 15 minutes or so. Yeah. Oh, boy, that's hot. Brenda says, the Walmarts are closing because of crime sprees. That could be true, I guess. You know what? For the last 40 years, it never bothered them. I don't know why all of a sudden it's an issue. Alrighty. Yeah, somebody's trolling along. Yes, Jess is the troll. I do love Jungle Gyms. I do. That's cool, Sarah. I just saw you on here, Sarah. Getting a Buc-ee's there in Ocala. That's pretty awesome. We drive right through Ocala on our way to Sarasota, Orlando, those areas. Joyce saw green grapes at Aldi. Yes, I mean, it's crazy how expensive they are pretty much everywhere else. The green grapes that I saw at Aldi, the ones in the case, like the plastic case, those are good. But the ones that they sell like in the aisle, they're like that big. They're like little tiny ones. Like they were picked way too early. Good night, Robin. Sean uses home delivery with Jewel. We're going to start seeing more and more. We're already seeing it. Kroger Boost program is getting a big boost. They've really, from what I understand, they've gotten a lot of people on board with that. Yes, we did, Captain Joe. Yes, we did. Jessica worked her magic. Sarah says near exit 358 off I-75. Aha, that's the way. That's where we go. I'm hoping our next trip down there I can make it to Ocala before I pass out on our way to Orlando. We're at about 12 and a half hours at that point of a drive. Oh, that's cool, Captain Joe. Brenda is getting a Buc-ee's as well. That's awesome. I wish they would put one down the street here. We were supposed to be getting one up in Westchester, Ohio. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I know they're talking about putting a Publix down in Richwood, Kentucky, which is still about an hour drive for us. But it's cool. I would make the trip. We have a lot of viewers that go to Publix, and I would do that. I would probably make it a 2-video day because Publix is huge, and for it being an hour away. Canary says, my husband doesn't understand why I watch grocery shopping every day. For the entertainment. I try to make it fun, guys. I really do. I try to do as many jokes as possible. Some days it gets the best of me. Tomorrow's video is a little more lighthearted. It's a lot more fun. It's still crappy prices, but more fun, entertaining, comic relief. You too, Pinch. All right, guys, we got to start wrapping it up here. I appreciate everybody commenting and everything. Mark B, good pizza. I must have missed something. I saw pizza. Y'all know me. I love pizza. Carl, Danno, and Jessica, have a great weekend. You too. Jess says, why is it cold now? It is a little chilly. Yes. Before you guys go, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help push our videos, guys. Always hit the like button. You know, when you watch one of our videos, it really helps us out. It really does. That like button is one of the biggest things on YouTube to help spread the word. Make sure you comment down below. All the little interactions help spread our channel and keep our channel growing, which is ultimately what we want. I mean, this is where we're at with everything, and you know, we want to be able to get this information to as many people as possible. And Brenda watches for the drama. I know. Sometimes I feel like that's what it is. Oh. Well, thank you, iCanary. Thank you very much. Susie Q, thank you very much. You guys are so awesome. Yes. Everybody saying goodnight to everybody. What a great YouTube family we have on here. You guys are so awesome. We have people that come up to us that know us from the channel all over. We met up with some people they came up to us at Kings Island. People everywhere. There were people asking us about our channel at the zoo today and everything, and people are always saying how awesome our YouTube family is and just one of the better channels on YouTube. And guys, we thank you so much for that. We know that these things can get a little dark, you know, with some of these things, and I'm trying to add a little bit of a lighter tone and make it something that we don't have to fear, but to be aware of, and to just live life and have fun with it at the same time. Not let it get the best of us. I'd say ever since I got back from Tennessee, it seems like we have had some kind of ups and downs in the stores, and mostly downs. I mean, it's been bad. Prices are jumping up higher than I've seen. We're seeing them jump up in dollar amounts now and not like 10, 20 cents, which is kind of a scary thing. But, you know, we just got to buy up the sales as we see them. And that's all we can do, guys. And in the meantime, we will sprinkle in some fun videos for you guys to enjoy and try to entertain as much as we can, because you know what? You guys are awesome. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And I will be there to answer as many comments as possible, as I do usually between 8:30 and 9:15 before I leave for the next video. Because that's usually why you'll see me stop answering comments about 9:15, because I'm already on my way to the next video, sometimes earlier than that. But I try to answer as many as I can when the videos first come out. So know that I'm kind of watching it with you. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Go out, have some fun. Enjoy yourselves. The adventure is out there.